that one. And I went away. But the truth is, this man, Muhammadu Buhari, is a sent to sanitize Nigeria. Whether it sounds good to your ear or not, I am speaking as a spiritualist. The whole stellar bodies are awash with envy and jealousy and hatred. Jesus Christ mentioned Beelzebub in the Bible. Jesus Christ mentioned Mammon in the Bible. Then Asmodeus and all. These are demons that are punishing Nigeria. They are the ones who are instigating all the problems that are caused by financial recklessness. Because Beelzebub is the king of the demons and Mammon is the queen of money. So long as these two work together, there will be riot in the place. And once they saw somebody who can come and right the wrongs, they will never be happy. And so for all reasonable people, for all religious people, they should know that the hard times we are having is the bad pangs. It is written in Peter that every man will suffer on account of his own sin. It is the will of God. If you read 2 Peter, maybe I'll get the verse later. Somebody can suffer as a result of his sins. God permits that suffering. And when Nigeria has been permitted to suffer like this, and somebody comes to aid, those demons, the king of the demons, Beelzebub, will never be happy. He will send all the detractors to make sure that man doesn't walk. Consider what happened when the rice price was rising. And people were saying, oh, it's going to suffocate, oh, this will happen, that will happen. The same caption on that interview granted to me by Sun newspaper, dated July 6, 2016. It was captioned, "What may derail APC government?" Though that was not the title I gave, but that's what they wrote. I analyzed the rising cost of rice vis-a-vis the present rate of dollar then. The rate of dollar then was 400 and the bag of rice was 12,000. And I sensed that if the rate of dollar was 400, there is no way a bag of rice could cost 12,000, the same old price. Follow my mind. Old price, 12,000. When dollar was 199. So if dollar has doubled, what should happen to the price of rice? The price of rice, bag of rice, should double. But when it did not double, you know that it was manipulated. And good thing, after that interview I had on another calling program we had on Nigeria Info, Port Harcourt, who was that? Ifeanyoba or so, came out publicly to tell Mr. President that he could name those who are manipulating the dollar market. And why do you think they are manipulating the dollar market? So as to give President Buhari a bad name, for people to hate him, and then the family of Beelzebub will increase. Then they will be stealing unbridled. That is something that the generality of Nigerians do not understand. Now today, in this Christmas, I personally bought the Abakaliki Stone Free for 13,500. Whoever thought it would be? We go through the bad pangs, then we become self-sufficient. The pride of every nation. Now the other countries in the world are laughing at us, how we can be so import dependent. Nigeria is so happy importing chalk, importing pencil, importing razors, importing food. Are we not ashamed? Should we not be ashamed? And the man comes and says, no, grow your own. Our forefathers, even my uncle here, who is about 100, he said, why must Nigeria import? That Nigerians used to make mats of their own. Nigerians used to make roofs, buildings of their own. Even story buildings out of mud. Why can't we be proud of our own? Today, we have somebody who could say, no, 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 organize yourself. If you also make reference to 2 Corinthians, I think 4:26, it talks about order. Let there be order in anything you do. If you do not have order, you will definitely fail. You must count 1, then 2, then 3. There's no way you can just come in 5, 10, 12, 1, 2, 5. It doesn't work. There has to be a system where you start one at a time, cutting one grass, and following the second one, the third one. He introduced the TSA, which made many people not to be able to steal the way they wanted. And that rose serious hatred, serious agitations and all. But my country people, I want to admonish you that in spite of all the pains, the price of rice has dropped. And that is a sign of good thing coming from this angel God has sent to help Nigerians. I'm positing it, whether you like it or not, if we miss this opportunity to right the wrongs in Nigeria, as far as corruption is concerned, we are finished. I doubt the hyenas will allow a good election that can produce an intelligent person that can fight corruption in Nigeria. I doubt, I have my doubts. And I'm saying it from the spiritual point of view, we will be lost if we do not harness the love President Buhari has for Nigeria. I am doing this thing with my money. Nobody is paying me. If we do not follow this grassroots recommendation that I'm giving, and it is election time, of course, say, and I know what I'm saying. That is the truth. Check any numerologist, take Buhari's name and his birth date of 17 December 1942, and he will give you the same results. Take that name, go on the net, put it on the numerology software, and they will tell you this same thing I'm telling you of Mr. President. Let us not wallow in ignorance and then miss our opportunities. There is a lot of ignorance in Africa. The other world are growing in leaps and bounds. They may not be Christians. The Chinese are growing, the Asians are, the Indians are growing. Singaporeans, Malaysians, Nigerians go there to do all sorts of things. Why can't we also tap from the stellar bodies, the spiritual realm, and know that this is the angel that will clean Nigeria if we support him, if we stop tearing from left, right, and center.
Conflicts in the Niger Delta erupted in the 1990s and have been rumbling on since then. Armed groups have been fighting for a larger share of the oil wealth created in the region. They argue that the government and multinational oil companies earn huge amounts while people here remain in poverty.
Tonight on Headline News, Benue State Police Command has said at least 96 people were killed in Benue State after several villages were attacked over the last few days by suspected Fulani herdsmen. The command revealed fighting around 5 villages lasted several days in the local government area, especially in Logo territory, while revealing that some of the victims were burned to death in their sleep. Spokesman to the state government